Hey guys, this is the last Dynasty, and today we're going to have our heroic Hellfire assault kill. This is Ronoth.
And this is Zorilla. I'm going to start off with telling you what kind of add-ons we use. We have Deadly Boss Mods or Bigwigs, Scata or Recount, Omen. For healers, I recommend Healbot, and for tanks, I recommend Tautmaster.
With our lineup, we're going to start with our tanks. We have Gulio on a Druid and Kodip on a Paladin.
We brought 3 healers. We have Triage as a Priest, and Rosario as a Paladin, and Quakers as a Shaman.
And last but not least, we have our DPS. We have Ronoth on a Death Knight and Zorilla on a Hunter.
We have Razor on a Death Knight and Lahira on a Hunter.
Trinity on a Mage and Kadvi on a Monk.
And Ongam on a Shaman and 7 Snipes on a Hunter.
We're going to start by showing you where we actually place our markers. We have blue to the left and moon to the right, and then a marker on skull. We actually put one tank on blue, one tank on moon, because that's actually where the ads come out. They pick them up, and we bring them to the middle to cleave down. We're going to start off the fight by lusting and pre-potting to nuke down the boss as fast as possible. Once she hits a certain percentage of health, she'll actually run away from us. But she does AoE damage while she's here, so we want to get her gone as fast as possible.
Right now you're going to see a shockwave coming out. It's just, there you saw spikes on the ground popping up. Just make sure you stay out of it.
So the little swirlies on the ground is actually where the ads are going to drop. The tank's going to grab them. Again, they're going to bring them to the middle. But while the ads are there, we're actually going to cleave them down, except for the Felcasters. Their first priority. About 30% health, they will metamorphosis into a terror, which does an enormous amount of AoE damage. You can see right there is the hulking berserker, which is going to be our second priority, unless the tanks or cannons are out. So we're just going to AoE him down. It is a very boring fight, it's repetitive, but it's a fight nonetheless that we have to do. So we have a cannon out now. All ranged are going to turn to that cannon and get it down as fast as possible while the melee works on the ads. The cannons will hit the cannons in the back that we're actually trying to protect. If you notice the green health bars on the right hand side, every time the cannon hits one of our cannons, the health bars go down. If they hit 0, the fight is over.
There's a few metamorphosis right there and lots of AoE damage going out, so those need to be your top priority.
So we're actually going to speed it up because it is a very boring fight. We're going to slow it down here because you see a crusher coming out and it's coming right down the middle. All DPS will turn and hit that. It does do a lot of AoE damage, as well as it's going straight for one of the cannons. And it does a lot of damage, so you don't want your cannons to die because you don't want to lose the fight.
Once again, speeding it up because this is a very boring fight.
Probably the most boring in the game. So we have our green boxes. I'm sure you've noticed them. They're actually fell munitions. They are dropped every time you kill one of the tanks. We usually position a hunter on each side of the room so that when they do drop, the hunters can grab them and take them back to our cannons like she just did. You just run up to the cannon, it drops it off, it gets more ammo to shoot the boss.
And you get a huge speed buff when you pick up those green boxes.
So the one ad that we did not cover is actually the engineers. They do heal the tank, so if you see them, you can interrupt them, you can death grip them, you can stun them. You don't want them to heal those tanks. As well as they do a stun, which you can see she is stunned now. They can be, I believe, dispelled. You can Icebound Fortitude out of them. Just do what you can to get out of them or pop a defensive cooldown so you don't die. This is basically the whole fight. It's rinse and repeat, kill ads. That's the end of the fight. So look out for our next video, Heroic Fell Reaver.
Hope you guys liked it.